The Tale of the Diamond Mouth Truth Teller? Jesus Christ. The Diamond Mouth Truth Teller. Alright, DThang G caught dry snitching on Bando ? Admits to touching the gun but denies ownership. Alright, it's gonna be a good video. This man made an 18-minute video. Okay.
Oh, you niggas was violate. You were asking, buddy. Niggas were violate. Go right with Jesus.
So this man BMG waited. When did DThang get out? Like February, March. He waited 9 months to make a video on paperwork that's been leaked because DThang got a problem with him.
Go right with Jesus. Do BMG up and one.
Let me just watch.
Yes, let's go viral movie. Bow.
Don't get punched in the face for thinking I'm just a YouTuber. BMG got the city on.
Okay, new intro.
Cause none of these niggas is 30. What it do, gang? I've been trying to be peaceful lately. You know, I try to argue with rappers less, try to stay out the way more, but I'm still very opinionated and I say things as I see it instead of sugarcoating it like certain people because they want favor from the masses. A nigga like me, I don't care how you feel about me at the end of the day because you gonna feel how you feel whether I'm doing good or I'm doing bad. That's your feelings, not mine. So when you come to my channel, you come to get my train of thought, the way I think. That's why you watch me. Because you want to hear what I gotta say. So when I say what I gotta say, I don't understand why is it so much of a problem for people.
How is he
I'm
feminine?
saying the things that I think, right or wrong. Now,
Yeah, what I want to get from this video is like, is BMG gonna break like some type of news? Cause like Bando's one of the only person he got like on a podcast with him. So I don't know if he's talking to Bando, why he's locked up. Like, oh yeah, like I don't fuck with DThang because he dry snitched on me. That's what I'm like.
as you guys can see in this caption, we're doing a little bit of exposing here. You know what I'm saying? Because I tell niggas, let the lion sleep. Don't wake him up because the nigga hibernating right now and he's hungry. And the first thing he sees when he wake up is gonna look like a full course meal.
What?
You don't want to be that full course meal. But shit, I'm up. Literally. Okay, here's a clip of me giving my opinion like I usually do. A lot of people will say, I pass my place based on what I'm saying, but I'm gonna leave no stone unturned with my explanation.
What does that mean?
Let's roll the clip. You got his mama crib. I don't really believe that shit. I don't really
DThang Gang featuring YTB Fat.
believe he got his mama crib because ain't no way I get my mama crib and my mom always in the projects, bro. That don't make no sense. Like,
didn't Lil TJ say he like got his mama crib and like I don't know if he got his mama crib, but his mom basically said like, oh, she don't even want to move. She don't even care. She want to stay in the trenches.
Why are you always in the projects? If I bought you a crib, there's no reason you should always be in the projects. Like, and look, I'm not saying this just off of anything, bro.
The thing is, just cause like he bought his mom a crib, what the fuck is his mom gonna do at the crib? Just like stay at home all day?
Or like niggas,
like if she don't got a job, and don't got like I guess she could take care of like his little brothers and shit and stay at home, but I don't know.
Somebody posted some shit with his mom's and shit, and I went to her page and she's literally leaving the projects, making videos with her kid, leaving the projects, going to camp, shit like that. After he's saying he bought her a crib, so that's why I say I don't believe that shit. Cause ain't no reason why a grown ass woman should just be so attached that she's in the projects all the time. And then where did you move her to? Like up the block that she's just able to just keep coming there? Like, or just, I know niggas gonna try to make an excuse and say, yo, people got family and shit, but ain't no way, bro. A lot of you guys might rebuttal me and say, yo, Upper, did you buy your mama crib? But I'm gonna rewire you guys from the backwards way of thinking. I bought my kids a crib. So guess what? I already bought a crib myself. So when they grow up, they got a crib to live in. They ain't got to worry about buying me a crib. But if they do get old enough and they do decide that they want to surprise me and buy me some other shit, that's a different story. But at the end of the day, the way we supposed to be is we supposed to make a way for our kids. Our kids ain't supposed to make a way for us.
Nah, bro had that shit planned. But wait, he said he bought his kids a crib? So why the fuck is he still in the hood? Cause didn't he get shot in his hood last year? Like, and he's been at the same setup the whole time. Maybe he has 2 houses. Maybe he just records here. I don't know. But he bought a crib like 2-3 years ago, and I'm like, maybe that's just a rental property. That's fine. That's cool, but it's like, bro, the way he made it seem is like, oh, he moved out the hood, like he's really doing better for himself, and that's what you're supposed to do is like not stay in the hood, bro. And it's like out here, he got shot last year in this hood. I'm like, what the fuck, like, bro, you literally got shot, like, bro. I would never want my kid to even go through that shit. But it's like he put himself in that situation because he still lives in the hood. It seemed like I seen him on Thanksgiving. This man was like, oh, I had to go get a bottle of liquor from the corner store. And people was telling me I'm not outside. Showed a picture of him on the block. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? It's Thanksgiving, bro. Bro playing politics, chasing that shit on Thanksgiving. That is insane. But I say all that to say this. He's saying he's bought his kid's a crib. If the kid's not living in it, so what's it used for? He's just renting it out, which is good, I guess.
They do decide that they want to surprise me and buy me some other shit, that's a different story. But at the end of the day, the way we supposed to be is we supposed to make a way for our kids. Our kids ain't supposed to make a way for us. But if it end up being like that, so be it. That's a blessing at the end of the day. I see a lot of people in the comment section because there's a clip posted of that said clip that I posted in this video. I see a lot of people in the comment section like, yo, Upper, you're too old for this. You're hating, you're this and the third. I'm not hating. I'm actually
and whoever post, like, bro, people that be posting that shit, like, bro, they be chasing, like, they be want people to beef just to, like, post, like, the back and forth, bro, because there's, like, out of all the BMG reactions, you posted that clip, that's crazy.
Just pointing out things that I see. You guys may have missed it because you guys aren't on the level that I'm on, right? I actually purchased a house before, right? And these show-off ass rappers usually, like, if you said his teeth was fake, he would go to a jeweler and make them put a diamond tester on it, right? But now that I'm telling him that he didn't buy his mom that house, he didn't come out and say, yo, here's the deed to my mother's house. I actually purchased the shit.
Nah, that's a fact, though. I ain't gonna lie, that's a good point.
This man just came out of jail. He never had no credit. He probably never had no job. I'm just guessing he never had no job, right? Only income is rapping. To buy a house is not as easy as niggas think it is. You have to bring in a lot of paperwork when purchasing a house. If you're getting a loan, you definitely got to bring a lot of paperwork when purchasing a house. And usually when people buy a house, they got the realtor with them with the sign, sold and all that. He didn't have none of that. He just had the keys in the house. Rental apartment or...
I mean, that's a terrible point. Like, you could buy a house and not come with, like, the flashy shit. Like, you can just buy a house and, like, the realtor doesn't need to have, like, the sold sign with them. Like, that's a stupid ass point. And it's not the easiest thing to buy a house, but it ain't the hardest thing either. Especially when you didn't have no credit and he was like 20, 21 when he got out of prison or some shit. Like, ain't that difficult.
Old and all that. He didn't have none of that. He just had the keys in the house. Rental apartment or he just was in a B&B and then say he bought it for his mom. And it's crazy that if he's able to get his mom on that bandwagon, that's weird as hell. But if I'm capping and I'm not telling the truth, just prove me wrong. Show the deed to the house or make a video in that said house that you're talking about, right? With all mommy's furniture, all your little siblings and all of them, they rooms and everything. Just show us, like y'all show everything. If someone told you your jeans was fake, you would prove them wrong that your jeans was fake. When they talk about your jewelry, you try to prove them wrong. So prove me wrong with this situation as well, like you do for everything else. But instead of proving me wrong, he decides to act like he's the super clout giver and decides to say this.
Nah, imagine me trying to use me to save his career, bro. I can't make this up. You way too old for this.
Trying to keep my career alive based on going back and forth with someone whose career is on a decline.
I don't think BMG was cloud chasing. It's just like whoever posted that shit. I forget what comment section I was under, but it's like, come on, bro. Like, it was just a random reaction to a DThang song. They clipped it, and now he's cloud chasing. He's not the one that posted it, bro.
That doesn't make any sense. That's like holding on to a cliff that's falling apart and expecting to survive. Or a dog chasing a bird off a cliff, knowing that he can't fly. Doesn't make any sense. Right now, we're in an era where there's a lot of dry snitching and self-snitching going on. But a lot of people seem to disregard it when it comes to people who they favor or people who are their friends. I need the intelligent people that are watching right now to read this information and decipher it and tell me if you guys think that this right here is dry snitching or not.
Please take notice, pursuant to Section 710.30 of the Criminal Procedure Law, that during the trial of the indictment herein the people intend to offer testimony that the defendant, Daniel Collins, stated on December 2, 2020, at approximately 1:08 p.m., at inside the 46th precinct, to Detective Michael Delgado of GVSD, Shield 7800, in sum and substance, I touched the gun. I knew the gun was in the apartment, via a video statement, served on defense via OneDrive on January 28, 2021.
For you slow people and you rat lovers, he basically just told the police, yes, there is a gun in that house for sure, because I saw it and I touched it. So
what the fuck? That's not what happened, bro.
For you
served on
bro, this is the end of 2020. He said, I touched the gun. I knew the gun was in the apartment. They already had the gun. Like, this is the gun charge. I'm pretty sure he had... Damn, was that 3 gun charges? I don't know. I don't know if he got charged with this one. And T-Dot also took a gun charge for him. I think T-Dot took one of the 2021 gun charges for him. Or maybe it was this one. I don't remember. Or I don't know exactly what gun charge he took. But he said, I touched the gun. I knew the gun was in the apartment. He didn't say there was a gun in the apartment. They already found the gun in the apartment, I'm pretty sure. And he just said, like, oh, I touched the gun. I knew the gun was in the apartment. That's why my fingerprints is on it. He never said I used it or none.
Defense via OneDrive on January 28, 2021.
For you slow people.
And that's why DThang be screaming free T-Dot, all that, because T-Dot actually took the gun charge for him. And French even said that in the Breakfast Club.
Rat lovers.
He was like, DThang's man, like that raps. He ended up taking a gun charge from him. He's still locked up for it.
28, 2021.
For you slow people and you rat lovers, he basically just told the police, yes, there is a gun in that house for sure, because I saw it and I touched it. So if anyone wanted to use the excuse that the police actually planted the firearm, they couldn't, because he verified that it was there already. How much more
did I get out in October 2025?
Do you need for you to know that someone is telling? And what's messed up about...
Wait, how was it dry snitching? He said, I touched the gun. I knew it was in my apartment. Like, he basically like taking ownership, no?
This whole situation is...
Like, I'm confused.
Firearm
he said, I touched the gun.
Works on it. And if that isn't bad, you couldn't, because he verified that it was there already. How much more do you need for you to know that someone is telling? And what's messed up about this whole situation is that firearm had works on it.
How do you know?
And if that isn't bad enough, there's a video of him holding that same gun.
He's taking note of this video. A suspected gang member nicknamed DThang wielding this gun, traced to several gun crimes.
That, like, bro. Thing is, that's from 2020. That's from the end of 2020. There was this indictment had a whole bunch. There was 22 people arrested, bro. Like he's just like plugging in like loops wherever like he can. Like, oh, this is the gun that gun they talk about. This man DThang got caught with a gun twice at the end of 2021. That's why he sat down until the indictment hit in early 2022. And in this, I'm pretty sure, I don't know about the 2020 case, but multiple gun cases. Any one of them could have been connected. Any one of them could have been this gun. He's just like trying to make it seem like something that's not. Unless he got fucking the serial number itself and can link this exact gun to the exact case, I don't know what to say.
One of the guns is tied by ballistics evidence to 3 shooters.
So look, they got this gun. This is in 2022. The indictment itself, the picture they're like showing, the video they're showing right now is from 2022. Now I don't know, it look like they got the serial number right here. Maybe not. I don't know. But how long has this gun been in their possession? Like, has it been in their possession since 12/20/2020? Whenever like DThang wrote that statement or gave that statement? Or was it one of the unrelated fucking gun possession cases that he got in 2021? Or was it not even in DThang's possession?
Shootings.
They're basically, all they're saying right now is this gun was in that caution video. They're not saying DThang was in possession of it when he found it. Like they didn't give no other details to it.
They talked about on social media while holding.
And they're also confirming that gun had shootings on it.
I wonder if anyone in his indictment got charged for those 3 different shootings. And was it different people who got charged for those different shootings? Friends and family of...
The thing about that indictment is no one really went down for any attempts. I think T-Mac might have been the only one that went down for an attempt. And Bando's locked up for an attempt that happened with the real structure situation all the way in Brooklyn. The indictment dropped in like, I think it was April 2022. Bando and T-Dot were in Miami at that time, so they didn't get indicted. Like when you seen E-Day walking out the precinct and getting indicted, the E-Day was already in the Bronx in RPT. So when they came and picked up everybody from RPT, Bando and T-Dot wasn't there. So there was like a 2-month period where Bando and T-Dot were on the run, and they were just running around getting their music together because they knew they was about to sit down for a couple of years. So they just wanted to like pre-plan everything that was going on. That's when Bando got in a situation in Brooklyn where Rilla Structure passed away, and they're saying Bando allegedly shot back at the people that shot Rilla, and that's why he's locked up for attempted murder. And Bando has already did his time for his conspiracy to the RPT case. I'm pretty sure he didn't plead guilty to the weapons possession case. He only, part of that indictment, the only part like that he had to sit down for was conspiracy charge. If you remember from the RPT indictment, K-Hound came home immediately because he had no prior arrests and because he was only charged with conspiracy. Remo didn't sit for long, D Gunna didn't sit for long, and Stunner was out in a year. All these people weren't connected to no shootings, and even if there was shootings on their cases, they were able to beat them because there wasn't no proof that they could like stick to them. So a lot of them just pled guilty to conspiracy, sat their little time. Some people got probation like K-Hound and ended up going home immediately. But the thing is, Bando is locked up for an attempt that happened in Brooklyn. He's attempted murder in Brooklyn, and that's the only thing he's sent down for now. He's already done his time for the RPT indictment, and DThang or T-Dot is locked up for weapon possession, which I'm pretty sure is the gun charge that he took for DThang. And he'll be home in 10 months.
Daniel Collins would say, "Upper, that's nothing. All he said was he touched the gun. He didn't snitch on anyone." Well, now my question would be, whose gun is it, and where did he get the gun from to touch it? Who put the gun in his hand for him to touch it? My second question would be who is being charged for the gun in that scenario? And my third question would be,
the thing is, like, people can be charged with like the weapon, but none of them's really like no one really gets found guilty of like the weapon possession charges. A lot of people just plead out to like conspiracy, to lesser charges, and like, bro, because I've seen so many slew of charges that people were fighting, like T-Dot, DThang. This man DThang had multiple gun possession charges, even though T-Dot took one, and RPT indictment and got out in a couple years. It doesn't mean he snitched. He just was able to maneuver around certain shit, like legally,
for the gun in that scenario. And my third question would be, why are they being charged with the gun, and what substantial evidence made them think that that gun belonged to the person that they're charging with the gun? I know exactly what he just did. He helped the police with the process of elimination. I know a lot of you guys would have did the same thing he did, so you guys are definitely gonna have...
I know what he's trying to say. DThang basically trying to say, I touched the gun, but it's not mine. I just knew it was in an apartment. It's not mine. That's not really what he said. I mean, it was. You can interpret it that way, but that's like, there was 22 people charged in an indictment. Like, they're not gonna be like, oh, it's not DThang, so let's go talk to the other 21 motherfuckers and just charge them with all that.
I know a lot of you guys would have did the same thing he did, so you guys are definitely gonna have excuses for him. And your main argument is gonna be the fact that he didn't say anyone's name. I'm gonna give you guys an analogy that makes this a little bit more simple.
This man BMG trying to push the narrative like he's a rat. Like, hey, if you disagree with me and you say he's not a rat, you're wrong, and you're gonna be a rat. You're a rat. You're making excuses for him. That's basically his train of thought. And the thing is, BMG like doesn't know what he's talking about for real. Like he's just basically trying to like add shit together and make it like equal something that's not.
One's name. I'm gonna give you guys an analogy that makes this a little bit more simplified. You and a friend is in a room.
And the thing is, BMG made a video on this a couple months ago, and it was like he wasn't trying to push the narrative or nothing, bro, because he still fuck with DThang, and DThang didn't say anything bad to him. But it's like now that like he don't fuck with DThang no more, it's like he's trying to push a narrative on him, try to like discredit his name. I remember it because it was like a news type of video, and then he didn't know what backdoor really was. I'm like, bro, how you gonna make that video and not even know what you're talking about? Yeah, did DThang telling the guys for less time? Shy K, Bando, Blockwork, and Yagi B had this to say. Yeah.
What it do, Stella Gang?
Bro literally made a video on, like, when the hate don't work, they start telling lies. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Did he even bring up the... Yeah. Anyways.
Together.
Anyways, all I'm saying is he already brought up, like, Bando telling, allegedly. He just didn't have anything. He just didn't have any, like, evidence to, like, prove this, I guess. So now he's, like, kind of, like, trying to plug everything together.
The police barge in
to make it fit his narrative.
To the room, find a firearm, and they ask, whose gun is this? Your friend says, oh, it's not my gun, but I seen it before. I touched it before, but it's not mine. And you say, oh, I never seen this gun before. I never knew this gun existed. I never knew this gun was in the room. The second person did the right thing because they say they have no knowledge of a weapon even being there. So therefore, you can't put it on no one else. You can't say it might be someone else's because you didn't even know it existed. So you still would have been able to use the argument that it was planted. But the first person now said they seen it, they touched it. So which means you acknowledge that it's here and you know it belongs to somebody because that's how you touched it. How else would you have seen it and touched it? You know what I'm saying? If it's not yours, then you're in.
Bro, we're like halfway through the video and he hasn't mentioned Bando at all. What's the point of putting him in a thumbnail if you're not gonna talk about it?
Insinuating that it belongs to someone else.
He gonna say his name. He gonna bring it up,
right? I know some of you guys are gonna be like, no, it doesn't mean that. It could have been someone else in the room prior to that. You still will be insinuating that it belongs to someone else, right? And what it would all boil down to, if it's not you or the other person in that room, it will boil down to the person whose house it is. Simple and plain. So you still indirect.
I mean, if it's a trap, like they can't plug it to anybody.
Directly told on.
If it's an abandoned apartment, how are they gonna plug it to somebody?
Please take notice, pursuant to Section 710.30 of the Criminal Procedure Law, that during the trial of the indictment herein the people intend to offer testimony that the defendant, Joshua Adams, stated on December 2, 2020, at approximately 1:55 p.m., at inside the 46th Precinct, to Detective Michael Delgado of GVSD, Shield 7800, in sum and substance, Joshua Adams, 1520 Sedgwick Avenue. I'm 18 years old. I just turned 18 today, celebrated my birthday. It was girls. I just bring the girls. I didn't anything about any guns in there. I didn't see the gun in there before I got there. It's my friend Kevin's apartment. Yeah, he lives there with his mom. He went with his mom to North Carolina. He's supposed to come back now. No one talked about the
I think that was Kevin. I think that's
gun. I just come for the girls. Yeah. NS don't really talk about guns around me. I've known the people in the area for a couple of years. I know the boys from River Park Towers RPT. I've been to their crib. A gun don't know about nothing. I don't see them a lot. I don't see them. What I'm doing good for my program's meeting. I'm
alright. This is Jelly.
Seeing them every week. No, my DNA is around for anything.
I should have read this shit himself, bro.
I never touched IT. I got there about 2 hours before 12 o'clock. The girls came to see us via a video statement.
Okay, so that person, Joshua Adams, aka Jelly Woo, decided he didn't have too much information. He said he came there for the girls and the enjoyment only. He didn't know about anything. He doesn't know about anything. He didn't see anything.
He just said it was Kevin's apartment. Kevin usually is there, but he's not there. It's his mom's apartment. He's in Carolina. What? And people not... I thought people wasn't fucking with Jelly off of this statement alone.
The girls came to see us via a video statement.
I didn't see the gun in there. Oh God. I just go for the gun.
Okay, so I have too much information. He said he came there for the girls and the enjoyment only. He didn't know about anything. He doesn't know about anything. He didn't see anything. Simple and plain. So now you, the viewer, as a person with common sense, are you able to differentiate between these two statements? I don't want to hear, Upper, if he snitched, why all his friends from RPT still chill with him? Like, think about it. 6ix9ine, you remember 6ix9ine? The same reason that the Bloods was using 6ix9ine. He was the bag. You feel me? They was using him before he snitched for the bag. That's the same thing. Why wouldn't you keep a cow if you need?
They was using him before the bag because he didn't snitch. After he snitched, they didn't fuck with him. What are you talking about? Like you seen how fucking everybody turned on SETI so quick after that statement? That statement is from fucking however long ago, bro. It's the same way here. If Bando really thought DThang snitched, you didn't think people was looking into that and like putting shit off? Like, come on, huh?
And before he snitched for the bag. That's the same thing. Why wouldn't you keep a cow if you need milk? Well, if you're a fan or a friend of DThang and you're still biased, I hope this statement he made right here makes things even more clear for you.
Please take notice, pursuant to Section 710.30 of the Criminal Procedure Law, that during the trial of the indictment herein the people intend to offer testimony that the defendant, Daniel Collins, stated on December 4, 2021, at approximately 4:48 p.m., in front of 89 West 200.
Okay, and this was the second gun case. This is the second gun case, I think.
35th Street to P. You see US doing this right here. Don't know what I was doing. I'm a effing civilian. I don't have nothing on me. This statement was shared with defense via evidence.com on December 7th. 2021.
As far as the last clip go, I'm not insinuating that he ratted in that last clip. I'm aware that these are two separate days based on the date, but I'm trying to make a point to show you that he has a character that he's willing to go to any extent to wiggle his way out of a charge, even if it means incriminating other people. What in the world made you think that they would buy that nonsense you were saying about being a civilian? The police know you make songs like these.
We gon' keep spinning they block. For what we gon' torch them? Hop out, send shots to the walk through. Low up high, but you know that we show you like. I told T not to flock them, pop them, drop them. Send them right to the doctor. I told him to stop all the dissing. Like what?
So wait, he used this song specifically because he said T-Dot gonna flock him, pop him, drop him, or whatever he said. Now DThang snitching in his raps? Bro. Stunner gonna geek.
Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm not gonna leave any stones unturned because I know people that are fans, they always try to find ways to make excuses for these rappers. You know what I'm saying? And like I just said in that clip, you know, the police ain't gonna buy you talking all of that, oh, I'm a civilian, and then you're portraying something else. You know, they know who you are. So all that gimmick, you feel me? A lot of people gonna say, oh, yo, bro, he just said that so that, you know, they won't be on him. Everybody gonna say that. No, everybody not gonna say that because niggas that's really outside know you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. So niggas choose not to talk instead of talking too much because you might say the wrong thing. You get me? But anyway, with all that being said, man, free Bando because my boy Bando seemed like he took that strap charge on the chin.
Please take notice, pursuant to Section 710.30 of the Criminal Procedure Law, that during the trial of the indictment herein the people intend to offer testimony that the defendant, Omar Gaines.
Okay, and this statement is like after Bando got shot.
Stated on March 4th to
like his excuse was like, oh, like I'm very like scared because I got shot.
2021 at approximately 9:17 a.m. at 46th Precinct to Detective Brandon Ravello, Shield 26010, in sum and substance. Yeah, I something like that. I had the gun around for about a month and put it underneath the bed. I got the ammunition after I got shot, via a video statement.
I'm just sad it had to be Bando, man, because he's an official dude, good energy, met him in person, we spoke. You know, he got a good vibe and all that. Shout out to Bando, free Bando and shit, you feel me? But as far as people like DThang go, man, it's always going to be something.
Bando came home after that shit and then didn't get locked up to the indictment. And now he's only fighting the attempt now.
Something extra with them, because these guys are like women on social media who be saying, oh, a bunch of thirsty dudes in their inbox. It's like, okay, so put on some clothes and take off the filters, and then maybe niggas will stop, right? For you drill rappers now, nigga.
Okay, scratch that. He's not officially only fighting the attempt, but he got attempted assault, 1st degree. Damn, our release date 11/3/25. I ain't know that actually. Okay, so Bando Styles open attempted murder connected to a Brooklyn shit, and then attempted assault, which I think that was probably like I would assume that's the indictment shit. Like, cause on the indictment, like I think Bando and T-Dot both had like shootings on that indictment. And like Bando copped out to some less shit, like an attempt or something, probably got a couple years, because that's basically how the indictment worked. There was a slew of charges, and it's like at some point the DA is gonna give you a deal. Hey, do you want to take this attempted assault? That's what Bando took, and you can cop out to 4 years, and the indictment's just out the window. T-Dot, whatever T-Dot's locked up for, I can just look it up. They basically just offered T-Dot a deal. Hey, you take this charge, you'll be home by next year. Criminal possession of a weapon, which I think is a DThang charge, and then conspiracy 4th degree. So he got the least amount of the least charge on the indictment, which is conspiracy 4th degree. Cause that's what I'd be saying, and I think Bando had a shooting on that, but yeah. So I'm just confused why you put Bando's name in it if we're not gonna like get anything.
Stop
any new information or nothing.
Doing things that people gonna talk about, and then people will stop talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And
the thing is, the only reason BMG made this video is because DThang said he was a clout chaser. And what did he do? He made a whole video on some old paperwork and made a video that got 44K in 4 days and prop Bando's name in it. Clickbait the title, talking about he's dry snitching on Bando ? Yeah.
Want to be a public figure, right? And get upset when people say things about you. See, with me now, if someone says something about me, I will respond and have the facts to why they're wrong. I don't have to always threaten someone or say I'm gonna slap them, I'm gonna spin on them. They not like that. When you do things like that, it shows your character, and it shows like, yo, listen, man, you want to be so tough. You know what I'm saying? And you're so sensitive. You know what I mean? Because you don't have to respond the way you do to everything. Everyone's going to say, yo, well, not everyone. The sheeps are going to say, yo, Upper, you too old for this. You beefing with kids. In all actuality, I'm not beefing it with anybody. If you guys knew what beef is, you wouldn't categorize it as me disagreeing with someone's lifestyle, me not liking someone's music, or me speaking on something that's in the public that everyone could see and I give my opinion on it. Like, you guys are backwards. And with that being said, do not give any statements, because what you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this whole situation, man.
What the fuck is this? Who the fuck is in paint with this trash ass handwriting talking about some E-Day? What am I looking at right now? Bro came home this year. What are we looking at right now? It's assault, 2nd degree. I think he got that on Rikers Island. He came home this year. What are you talking about? Yeah, wrecked her all the drills so you can just get out of here, you know? Ace Hound? Yo, bro. What am I looking at? Attempted murder conspiracy. So who's taking the gun charge then? And 525 should be T-Dot. Wait, no. Who is it? Should I guessing game? Rats. What? How is he a rat? Attempted criminal possession of a weapon and conspiracy 2nd degree. Yep, 4 years. See that?
If you not subscribed.
Yeah, bro, just yapped for 40. Hey, 44K views ain't bad though. 18 minutes. Try this bitch out. I ain't gonna lie. If this go viral, that's gonna be crazy. So people calling up our meat rider because he's calling out a gangster rapper for snitching. Nah, he's doing it in his own favor though. He only did it because DThang said something bad about him. He wouldn't have made this video otherwise. Facts. People love defending snitching. Like that's just how people that's just how this whole video, bro. And then BMG's basically like, hey, if you disagree with me, that means you condone snitching. Like, I guess, bro. For sure got a point. Thing is, he didn't bring nothing new to the table. And he just connected shit. Like that gun, like that same gun that was in the cautionary video may or may not be the gun that got caught in 2020 that he gave a statement for. And even if that was, there's no one that got connected to it. Who took the charge for that? Was it T-Dot? You know? Like, that's why it's hard to, like, watch BMG's video sometimes. And that's why I don't watch the reaction. Because he doesn't say anything that I don't know. And I ain't trying to be like that fucking egotistical. But it's like, I know a good amount of stuff. So the only reason I watch this video because I'm thinking he talked to Bando. And Bando was like, oh, yeah. Fuck DThang, I don't fuck with him because he rather take this charge for him because he didn't want to own up to it. You know, he didn't say nothing I didn't know. Still like though, I guess.